Hey guys, so coming back today with another video. It is February 8th, 2024, and I'm pretty sure I've had one of the best days of my life ever. So I was at the conference, and while I was studying, I had this crazy kind of knowledge dumps. And rather than going downstairs or doing the business, I was just like in my room working and studying. And guys, I'm so excited. And I was able to meet up with an old client of mine. Shout out to Jennifer Bryn. She's amazing. My goal is to be able to get you guys to experience her because she's an amazing teacher. She really understands story structure, and just her ability to find the vocabulary to describe how story functions is really great. And I loved being able to work with her when she joined my Pro-lit-fic course. Anyway, so I had this amazing time. I'm at Texas Roadhouse right now, and I just got off the phone. I had these two amazing conversations with these two wonderful women. So one, I won't name her yet, but we'll call her Rena. I think I mentioned her in another video as Rena, so we'll keep going with that. Thank you, I appreciate you. And so, guy just dropped off this steak. Check out this food, guys. I got some green beans, some mushrooms, and a rare steak.
What's up? They left the ribs on. So
yeah, let's get those ribs. I was wondering there, because I got some ribs and stuff, and they didn't put it there, but my server was on top of it. So I'm here with the good old gin and tonic by my buy. And guys, I'm brimming with excitement and super happy for everything tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm gonna be playing the game a little bit tomorrow, so I have to get like a poster or something like that. I think I might go back to Walmart to grab just a little something, then I'll Uber back to the hotel, get that taken care of. Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Can you do me a favor and slide that onto there?
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that. He's just helping me with my ribs. You're amazing, thank you.
For sure.
All right?
Do you need anything to go along with the food?
So far, so good, man. I appreciate you.
Anything you need, I'll be around.
Dude, I appreciate you, Dwayne. So, see what I mean? That's good service, guys. This guy's getting a good tip. Anyway, so I was talking to Rena, and very interesting backstory. I might have to make another video with that, depending on things. I'll talk with her about it, and we'll see. But there'd been some drama and stuff with her, but I recently realized, like, in order to like get through my blocks with the divine feminine, I had to forgive her, right? So I went through, forgave her, and now we're kind of talking, having a dialogue. So pretty cool and interesting. And I learned some things about that, and it was just some really cool things happened. And there was something that I'd been working on that I thought I'd dropped, but I was able to kind of finish it today. And specifically with Rena, and I was able to come full terms with it. So I'll give it to her, see what she thinks. Anyway, now I have my other friend. She's very funny. We'll call her Joe, right? Joe is funny because Joe's this really cool lady. I met her when she was walking her cat. She's really, really cool lady. And we were just kind of talking and getting to know each other. And guys, I'm telling you right now, you can make connections if you learn how to play the game of life and you learn how to talk to people. Because I met Joe, literally, it was like 11:30 at night, and she was walking her cat. And then imagine her surprised when this black guy with a hoodie just starts talking to her, right? And I imagine she was probably super scared, but I was able to just talk her through. And now Joe is willing to, I'm going to be coming into Utah, and then she's going to be giving me a ride to the place I'm staying and just helping me with the stuff with my mom. So we're now good friends, right? And I love Joe, and Joe loves me. It's super sick. And we were able to be friends because I'm an awesome communicator. Joe, not so much, but she's a really, really lovely person. And the reason I'm telling guys that she's not a great communicator, she's a really good listener. She's a really, really, really good listener. Almost too good a listener, because then she doesn't really know how to participate or give her own feedback. She really can lose herself. And what was happening is I went to Walmart while I was on the phone with her in my ear, and I met this beautiful woman. We'll call her Mooney, right? We'll call her Mooney. And she just gave me this aura of like this really beautiful soul. And I was like, I want to talk to this woman. She just seems like very like, I don't know, guys, when you get that energy, that vibe with someone, you just feel like, oh wait, there's something really special here and I want to connect with her. And I want to shout out, because I'll be talking with Mooney a bit more, but real names, I want to shout out the 2 dudes in line who I needed a pen, and they could have butted me and taken my line, but they saw me looking for a line, and they let me go head first because I had been looking for it. Shout out to Forrest and shout out to John. You guys are super awesome. I needed a pen, John whipped it out, and they were just super cool, being really like just giving good energy in the line. And I have Jody on my phone, and I'm just rizzing the hell out of Mooney, right? Like, by the way, Mooney's not her real name. I'm gonna send this to her and she'll be like, why do I use anonymous things? It's because I use anonymity to protect people, because when you talk about people, especially in a public forum like the internet and like my channel, I don't want people's business being interrupted. So yeah, that's why I use anonymity. I don't know if I'll see John and Forrest again, because that was just a quick option. But if you get my information or there's a way for me to send this video to you, I'm always gonna use your name in anonymity. And if I don't, if I'm going to use your name, it's always going to be done in anonymity. Anyway, so Mooney is really cool. We were just in line. She's working checkout at Walmart. She's been married, hasn't seen her husband for some time, really long time. And I was surprised she was that loyal. She didn't really seem that happy. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take you out on a date. And so I gave her my number. Hopefully she texts me back. And if she does, I'm going to send her this video. And if she watches this video, send me a date and a time, and then I'm gonna text you back where we'll meet. Well, actually, I'll probably just set the date and time. Mooney gives me the idea of being a very traditional woman, so I'm just gonna set it up. But if she texts me, I know we're game on, so I'm gonna make it happen. Anyway, so had these amazing experiences. Still talking with Joe. Joe's a little blocked up, doesn't really talk much. Trying to help her get out of her shell a little bit. She's a bit of a tough nut to crack. And guys, one thing I want to talk about is how asking the right questions can really help get to the matter. Because there was one time, so my issue with, I don't really have issues with Joe, but if we did have an issue, it's that she doesn't really participate and talk much. So it's really like a pain trying to dragging things out of her. And she tried to play this trick. And dudes, if you're ever with a woman, and she tries to play this trick of like, well, you never give me space to talk the time, because what she's trying to do is she's trying to project her inability to communicate onto you. So really say like, instead of arguing like, oh no, I always gave you time to talk, and Joe started doing this like trying to drag it back into the past, which is so crap. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let you do that. So I was like, okay, Joe, what was it that you want to say that you weren't able to say then? And then silence for like a minute and a half. And then her response was, you're so frustrating, Onyie. And I was like, what are you talking about? That frustration is how I feel about you, and that's your frustration. Be frustrated with yourself. That's not me being frustrated with you. That's you projecting your frustration onto me because you don't know how to speak up, because you don't know how to communicate. And I love Joe to death, and I'm, publicly lambasting her. But you gotta remember, I was saying this to her. Mooney's there, John's there, Forrest is there. I'm just telling her this right over the phone, so I'm letting her have it. You guys gotta understand, I'm not critical, but I do speak the truth. I'm trying not to be critical. I can be critical sometimes. I'm not even gonna pretend. I can be critical, and I'm really trying to work on not being that. But I'm always gonna speak the truth, and if I feel like there's a projection or some BS going on, I'm gonna say it. And I'm always gonna try and say it to people in their face. But you want to make sure they're in a place to receive it. Now, Joe is very mature and able to receive it, so it's easy. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you right now, when people are not able to really fully communicate and they try to drag it in the past, get present with them and just say, well, what was it you wanted to say then that you weren't able to say now? And then listen. Or what is it you want to say then that you weren't able to say? Say it now. And then give them the space. And then whatever they say, just listen to them and hear them out. And so that's just part of being human, guys, and just allowing people to connect. So that was a really big one. There's a Lakers game and the Denver Nuggets game going off. I actually want to see the Nuggets play. They're in the Lakers right now, but I'm going to be going to more NBA games, so look out for that content, because I want to go to NBA games and I haven't gone to enough. And my goal is I want to see every NBA team play a home game and an away game on my tour around the US. So let's see if we can make that happen. In other news, I started a Mind Valley manifestation course, so we'll see that happens. Ooh, and the waitress is this girl named I'm not gonna say her name, but she's got a really cute name based off of a really cool song. So I might hit her up and say something later. But anyway, stay happy, stay healthy. Y'all take care. Peace.